thank you. Find yourself singing holiday songs, even though Christmas is 12 weeks away?
All the time.
Oh, God,
well, maybe it's time
away.
that you put those talents to good use and share them with Central Indiana. We have
12
information
weeks
on your
away.
final chance to audition for the Circle of Lights.
A special ride for a young Carmel girl. The heartwarming story of firefighters
12
doing what they
weeks
can
away.
to put a
That is
smile
not
on
very
her
far.
face. Call Mr. Quick for spooky good savings on the pre-season furnace tune-up, only $59. Call Mr. Quick.
Dial the number, spell the words.
For on time. Breaking news in the morning on RTV6.
The search for a gunman.
Every morning we're looking out for you.
I'm tracking 2 crashes that brought the scouts to a complete stop.
Overnight stand-up. Morning thunder and lightning arrives with what's happening now on Good Morning Indiana.
I love Carson's Goodwill sale. It's a sale I always make time for. For every item I donate, I get a coupon for up to 25% off nearly everything in the store. All the brands I love, even cosmetics and fragrances. Carson's.
Save big money during the Menards Oktoberfest sale. Update your entryway with a storm door from Larson.
Rub those wrinkles away.
$149, and the Royal Oak has a retractable screen and Duratec finish for superior weather protection. $196. Mastercraft doors are durable and have thousands of styles and options to choose from. Right now, all special order Mastercraft interior and exterior doors are on sale, including the Sunburst steel entry door for just $149. There's a current flowing through Indianapolis, a current of reliability ranked in the top 5% nationwide. Because while your needs for power may change, being able to count on us never will. IPL, the current that keeps Indianapolis going. Our merchandise is always changing, so if you don't buy it when you see it, it might not be here the next time. In fact, it was on a night like this when one Goodwill shopper found the perfect bolero jacket. But when she came back to buy it, it was gone. Some say she still roams these aisles, searching for her tiny fitted coat. Okay, it's the Build Ford Tough Sales event, so let's crunch the numbers. See, when it comes to building stuff and hauling stuff to keep America growing, more folks count on Ford F-150. Hey, the numbers don't lie. And only Ford F-150 has the best combo of fuel economy and torque. That's EcoBoost technology. Now, hey, it all adds up to one thing. We own work. Now get an F-150 with 0 for 60 plus up to $2,000 cash back or get up to $9,000 total savings during the Build Ford Tough Sales event.
It's the little things in life that make me smile. Spending the day with my niece. I don't use Super Polygrip for holds because my dentures fit well. Before, those little pieces would get in between my dentures and my gum and it was uncomfortable.
Even well-fitting dentures let in food particles. Super Polygrip is zinc-free. With just a few dabs, it's clinically proven to seal out more food particles, so you're more comfortable and confident while you eat.
So it's not about keeping my dentures in, it's about keeping the food particles out.
Try zinc-free Super Polygrip. It's Family Leisure's ultimate game room sale. Slate pool tables only $14.99. Great deals on theater seating, massage chairs, bar stools, game tables, and more.
And then last step of the face makeup, well, besides the blush, this is just to give her a little tan, because that's why I used the real pale foundation before I put this on.
I love Carson's Goodwill sale. It's the sale I always make time for. For every item I donate, I get a coupon for up to 25% off nearly everything in the store. All the brands I love, even cosmetics and fragrances. Carson's.
You have one more chance to try out to be part of the entertainment during the Circle of Lights. A second audition is scheduled for this weekend. The first one, featuring these hopefuls, took place last week. An estimated 100,000 people will gather in Indianapolis the day after Thanksgiving to watch Monument Circle transform into a holiday showcase. Vocalists and dance troops are invited to perform at the 51st Annual Holiday Lighting Ceremony.
Down my shirt.
We look forward to the acts that are going to energize the folks. Christmas time, the holidays. We've had some incredible talent already show themselves, and so it's going to make the judges' works even harder as we identify 5 or 6 acts that are going to make that final event.
We are looking forward to it. The second audition will take place Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon. Vocalists and dance troops can try out at the Electrical Training Institute. That's at 1751 South Lawndale Avenue. The Circle of Lights is brought to you, of course, by the contractors of Quality Connection and the electrical workers of IBEW Local 481.
You can watch the Circle of Life live on RTV6 the day after Thanksgiving.
There is a great story on our Facebook page getting a lot of attention today. A little Carmel girl got the thrill of a lifetime thanks to the Westfield Fire Department. Firefighters took Emily Stedman for a ride in a fire truck yesterday. It was a big surprise. It came after Westfield firefighters presented the Stedman family with a check for the Muscular Dystrophy Association for more than $5,600. Emily is living with muscular dystrophy. The money was raised over Labor Day weekend during their annual Fill the Boot campaign. She's the envy of a lot of kids who want to ride in a fire truck.
Without a doubt, right?
Yeah.
Good for her.
Well, in trouble with the law and off the job.
Still to come, new information about an Indiana doctor involved in a road rage incident. What's this?
I'm Daryl Collins. A Hancock County woman who admittedly shot and killed her husband remains behind bars, but so far she is not charged. What's the holdup?
Now I'm going to put on some blush.
RTV6.
This is a peachy
Have you
shade.
seen this woman? Police say she withdrew
Then I'm
thousands
gonna use
of
my
dollars from someone
Pantone
else's bank account. They
palette.
need your help tracking her down.
A big task, but I stepped on one stone. I only have 185 more to go.
She begins her journey this weekend when the Indie Moms product hits store shelves. The story you'll only see on RTV6.
The RTV6 app. We're always on. Your power is download now.
This one I'm making
Over
this picture
21 million made it the biggest drama premiere in 4 years.
I'd say we did all right.
Don't risk the spoilers. Stay to the very end. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Watch it live tonight at 8, 7 Central on ABC.
This
From the
is the
streets of
first one.
Philadelphia to a drive-thru near you, it's Rally's new Philly cheesesteak sub. Loaded with authentic Philly steak, grilled onions, and melted Swiss on a crunchy sub roll. Just $1.99. Rally's. Feast on.
Anyway, come on here.
There's never been a better time to donate to Goodwill.
It's the 6th annual Indianapolis Monumental Marathon, Saturday, November 2nd. It's more than a race. It's an event supporting education in Indianapolis. You can help make this race a success as a runner or volunteer. Register today at monumentalmarathon.com.
I feel sad all the time. I don't enjoy being with friends anymore.
Tired.
I just don't get pleasure from things anymore.
If you are experiencing any of these symptoms,
Mine
you
at least
qualify for
brushes
an
his
impressive
teeth.
research study
Yeah,
and Gold
you
Point
got
clinical
better.
research. No insurance is needed. Applicants receive study medication and related exams at no cost. Compensation may be provided. Call 317-229-6202 or visit goldpointcr.com. 317-229-6202.
And that's fine.
Join us for live thoroughbred
Their stuff is amazing.
Join us Monday through Wednesday and Friday and Saturday. First post time is
Or maybe we look like Rosie.
and don't miss the most thrilling spectacle in horse
This
racing.
isn't freaking blush, Mom.
Indiana Derby.
What is it now?
October 5th, only at Indiana Downs and
Cover
Indiana
ugliness?
Grand Racing and Casino.
Cover
It's a
ugly
winning
spots?
combination.
They never
Just
came out with
three.
that yet.
I-74 exit 109 Shelbyville. Don't miss it.
Shit takes work.
Fastest on
It's
national
a long
television.
time.
It's the king that stands alone.
Previous
The
class.
Hurricane.
I love it. When I go shopping, I can let it balance
Yes,
while I
you know
get
what?
off the shelf. When I reach down, my thing is right there where I left it.
The Hurricane is the all-terrain king. Sand, gravel, snow. The Hurricane keeps you on the go. It gives me more stability. The Hurricane goes everywhere you go. And when you need it, it's out in seconds. And the proprietary pivot base gives you more stability any angle.
A lot of people stop and ask, oh my gosh, where do you get a cane like that?
Right now,
I wonder if you get a cane like
we're offering
that.
our best deal ever.
Get
Get the
it, can't
full
like that.
Hurricane standalone package
Who
for
could
an
stop and
historic
ask you
price.
that?
Now with free shipping.
Where'd you get that fake
Just go
leg
to
at?
www.hurricane.com and enter the promo code to unlock our best value.
Don't know.
www.hurricane.com.
Your face is so small, though. You can't, like, wrinkle up your face because I can't see
Oozy cheesy inside, dry seasoning outside, with zesty sauce for dipping,
Where am I,
monster
Roger?
flavor that's scary good. Rally's new mozzarella sticks. Feast on. What's happening right now from RTV6,
The Hancock County prosecutors trying to determine what, if any, charges will be filed against the woman who shot and killed her husband on Friday.
victim was a noted gun collector whose mental stability had been wavering. Derek Thomas reports that the prosecutor has 72 hours to make the call.
Friday morning, Elizabeth Roberts contacted police about her husband's deteriorating mental condition. It was foreshadow of things to come. This is the home that the couple shared. The 56-year-old Roberts wanted police to intervene. Her 57-year-old
the ring.
was one of the
Your
biggest
wedding
gun
ring.
collectors in Hancock County. Police were notified about a possible problem at 8:30 in the morning. They applied for a search warrant under the Jake Laird law at 11 o'clock. They got another notification at noon that Gary would be hostile to police taking his guns.
He was down there loading magazines at the time after he told her that he was going to kill law enforcement or anybody else that tried to stop him.
And at 12:30, the shooting occurred.
She admits to shooting him. There's no question there. And she tells us that in her statement that the reason that she took the action that she did was because the threats that he made towards law enforcement and to others, that she had to stop him. And she told him, if you don't stop, I'm going to shoot you.
Thoughts about the shooting are reverberating in the community. Should prosecutors charge her with a crime?
Most definitely.
No question.
No questions about it. I mean, she killed him. She should be charged with murder.
If it was me, they would do that to me. I'm not no different than her. So, yeah.
So you think that she deserves a murder charge?
Yeah.
It's a tough call.
Yeah.
Why is it so tough?
Because since her husband, she obviously did love him at some point, even though he has kind of lost his mind a little bit.
There is a possibility that the prosecutor will not file criminal charges. He could submit it to a grand jury to let that body decide. In Greenfield, Derek Thomas, RTV6.
Elizabeth Roberts has retained attorney Patrick Bedell from Rushville. We called him, but he elected not to comment on the case.
Now to an RTV6 update. A Grant County hotel clerk shot during a robbery has died. 31-year-old Amy Ginger was taken to a Fort Wayne hospital in grave condition after she'd been shot in the head early Sunday morning. Witnesses at the Ambrosia Inn in Marion told police that one of the two robbers wrestled with Ginger before shooting her. The two suspects stole the motel safe and are still on the loose tonight. Right now, Metro Police are searching for a woman wanted for fraud, and they need your help. Investigators released surveillance photos from August 30th. That's when a woman walked into the PNC Bank under a keystone and presented someone else's ID. The woman withdrew $6,000 from that other person's bank account. She left the bank in a gray Toyota minivan driven by a man. The minivan was later found at a hotel by the airport. Now, if you have any information, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS.
An Owen County attorney who claimed he'd been shot while jogging at a state park has been sentenced after pleading guilty to concocting the story. 44-year-old Peter Reventos of Spencer was sentenced to 1 day in jail and a year on probation. He's also banned from all state parks and wildlife areas. Reventos admitted he shot himself last June at McCormick Creek State Park. He rigged a shotgun to make it look like he was the victim of a random shooting. Authorities say human remains found in northern Indiana over the weekend are those of an 18-year-old woman missing for more than a year.
How do you say someone else do it if he shot
He was
himself?
wanting to make it look like somebody he was attacked.
Skeletal remains determined they belonged to Aurora Shoemaker of Warsaw. She lived in a nearby mobile home park and was last seen in August of 2012 after leaving her mother's home for a walk. People discovered the remains Sunday while playing in a wooded area near Warsaw. The coroner says the cause of death has not been determined.
New information about an Indiana doctor arrested in a Kentucky road rage incident that was caught on camera. Dr. Perrin Dobbins of Corydon, Indiana, has been suspended without pay from his job with Horizon, a company that provides medical services for prisons. Dobbins was seen Sunday in a video taken by another driver pointing and possibly firing a gun on Interstate 75 in Madison County, Kentucky. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Police later arrested Dobbins while he was working as a doctor at the Branchville Correctional Facility in southern Indiana.
A disabled veteran from Beech Grove is speaking out about the government shutdown by holding a flag upside down along a busy street. 25-year-old Joseph Lohman says he stood in full uniform on the sidewalk along Emerson Avenue near 465 for more than 12 hours. Lohman says when the government shutdown started overnight, he decided holding the flag upside down would be a way to get his message across that he is concerned about the shutdown and what it will mean for veterans, their checks, and health care. A number of people stopped to show their support.
I'm not protesting. I'm just standing up for what's right. And with the government shutdown, the flag's flown upside down to show that America's in distress. And we are.
I've been in war. I'm a Vietnam vet. I'm 80% disabled. I have an artificial body part. To do that, it takes some. I wish I had the nerve to do that.
Lohman says he served in the Marine Corps from 2008 to 2012. He says he was injured during a training exercise and still needs surgery. Lohman says few people stopped to speak out against his actions. He says he told them he was exercising his rights as an American.
It's brand new Greenwich.
An Indianapolis mom turned entrepreneur is getting ready to get on a plane to New York.
I got. Why don't I fight my eyelid?
Quit smiling.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are. She's got no eye.
Keisha Collins in August.
Put your face down.
It's down.
I'm smiling.
No,
No, it's
I'm not.
not. I could see
I'm
it.
not smiling.
Catchy name.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got it from her ear. Put it down.
I had no clue what I was
When
getting
you
into.
do that, I am.
I just went to the
There
casting.
you go. Keep it that way.
Who could tell me 365 days later, my product would actually be on its way to the shelf? I am so excited. The show, Lifetime's Supermarket Superstar, the winner beating out culinary competitors from across the country, Indianapolis' own Keisha Collins and her Smoogie Cookie. Oh my gosh. Indianapolis, we did it! I am just so excited. I'm humbled about the opportunity in front of me because it could have been anybody, but it was me. Keisha made her kitchen into her home office after losing her job, deciding to sell her sweet cookie treat with a secret frozen filling to help support her family. Supermarket Superstar helped her with financing, packaging, and marketing. Now, her product, her Smoogie Cookie, named by her young son, hits A&P store shelves across the East Coast this Saturday. Keisha says
I
she's nervous
am.
about the media tour and product launch, but ready for the hard work ahead. I'm just excited about the opportunity in front of me, and my ultimate goal is to get it here to the hometown, everywhere. I'm trying to get it at Lucas Oilers, Baker's Life, everywhere. I'm trying to just get it at your, if you're at a sporting event, I want you to have a smoothie. I mean, if you're watching the movies, I want you to have a smoothie. I'm trying to get there, so I'm definitely ready for the work. It's going to be a lot of work, and it's still a lot to do, but I'm ready. On the north side, Tanya Spencer, RTV6.
The launch will include 2 flavors, Lemon Delight and Chocolate Fudge. Keisha will be signing autographs all weekend in New York City at the big launch for her product. And if you're doing the news,
Ah,
smoothie.
you like your finger.
They look good.
I think we can get our hands on them.
Yeah.
She would be willing to get them to us, I'm sure.
They look delicious.
All right, so you have a new iPhone upgrade, right? But does it have you feeling a little down?
We're not talking about mentally. Some
Get a
people's
baby wipe.
goals are taking a
Just
physical
put your head
toll
back
on
so I
them.
can fall out.
That hurts when you go.
And speaking of cell phone upgrades, we'll break down all the activation and other fees that are making some bills so high right now.
Plus, the local school that could be setting the trend for what you'll be seeing under the Christmas tree this year.
It's our model year clearance sale at Ray Skillman Kia. 5 new Kias with payments under $200 a month. Like a new Solar Rio, only $99 a month. During this sale at Ray Skillman Kia. 3 locations or at RaySkillmanCars.com.
Okay, it's the Build Ford Tough sales event, so let's crunch the numbers. See, when it comes to building stuff and hauling stuff to keep America growing, more folks count on Ford F-150. Hey, the numbers don't lie. And only Ford F-150 has the best combo fuel economy in torque. That's EcoBoost technology. Now, hey, it all adds up to one thing. We
Get an F-150 with 0 for 60 plus up to $2,000 cash back or get up to $9,000 total savings during the Build Ford Tough sales event.
It's early week mania at Papa John's.
Every day, we use better ingredients.
And we want you to taste
They
the
are. I
difference
keep
during Papa
flattening them.
John's Early Week Mania. Get a large pizza with all your favorite toppings for just $8.99.
I can't do that. I don't have muscles like that.
Only $8.99. Monday through Wednesday only. Plus, earn free pizza fast.
No, you're already getting it on your eyelid.
Everything's better when Papa's in the house. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Years ago,
Stop! It's gonna get on your
I was
eyelid.
my family,
Close it.
in sickness and in health. Carol and I needed help figuring out what's covered by Medicare and what's not. So we turned to the same folks we've relied on for health insurance all these years. Ron and Carol called Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield and found an affordable Medicare plan that pays for some costs original Medicare won't. Now they can keep making memories for years to come. Choose from plans offering protection from high out-of-pocket costs, plus include prescription drug coverage with your monthly premium. Get the freedom to keep the doctors you already trust. If you're eligible for Medicare, we'll help you find a plan that fits your needs. Call or go online now to get answers. You only have until December 7th to enroll. Call today. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. 1-855-306-4505. That's 1-855-306-4505. I was in constant pain.
Constant pain.
I thought foot pain was just part of life.
My back and knees, hips, and feet confirmed. Winning gold has its price.
But I felt relief right away with Good Feet.
Good Feet has made it physically possible for me to stay on top of being a busy mother of four.
And has allowed me to live a full and pain-free life.
Take that first step, pain-free.
Get into any of the 3 Indianapolis locations and be pain-free
Not
today.
red. I know. That won't don't go with what you
It's our
have on.
multi-year clearance sale
Keep it
at
close,
Grace
'cause it will get on your tiny little eyelid.
with payments under $200
You
a
got
month.
tiny
Like the
eyelid.
new Solar Rio, only $99 a month. During this sale at
Right.
Grace Gilman Kia, 3 locations, or at gracegilmancars.com. Taking a live look at the heart of downtown Indianapolis. This is the view from high atop Monument Circle as we begin the month of October. Kevin has details on an October warm-up in just a few minutes.
You know, each year, more than 45,000 children are diagnosed with epilepsy. 2/3 of people with epilepsy can take medicine and become seizure-free. But for 3-year-old Bailey Bates, medicine didn't work. On a bad day, she'd have hundreds of seizures. Then, doctors at Cleveland Clinic used a unique technology called SEEG to pinpoint and treat her seizures with surgery.
SEG, or stereoelectroencephalography, it's a procedure that is aimed to study the brain, deep areas in the brain. Then we make little tiny pinholes in the skull, and then we place those little probes in those areas from where we need to study.
Once the probes containing tiny electrodes, seizures are monitored for several days. I'll tell doctors to carefully pinpoint which part of the brain is causing the seizures. Several weeks later, Bailey had the part of the brain that was thought to be causing the seizure through. Bailey is now happy, healthy, and seizure-free. Is Apple's new iOS 7 operating system making you sick?
According to both official and unofficial Apple product forums, some iPhone and iPad users report feeling nauseous and dizzy because of the upgrade, especially people who are already prone to vertigo. As St. Vincent College tells us, the reaction is rare, but real.
There's motion associated with the phone when you do zoom in or you transition from one program to another, and your body is not feeling that motion, but your eyes visualize it. When there's a disconnect between what your eyes see and what your body feels, then you can get the dizziness and, in fact, the nausea and vomiting. Very close to what people experience with motion sickness.
Apple advises customers experiencing vertigo to go to settings and enable the reduction function. If that doesn't work, doctors say look away from the phone or pad and close your eyes for a couple of minutes.
More than 10 million people have now upgraded to the new iPhone 5S or 5C. Unfortunately, a new phone also means new fees for upgrading, activation, and other things. Consumer reporter John Matarese has a word of caution about some of them and some carriers that have lower fees, so you don't waste your money.
Upgrading to any new phone can cost a fortune these days because of all the extra charges you get hit with. So we have a new report about which carriers have the most and which carriers have the fewest sneaky extra fees. It's becoming so common, signing up for a cell phone plan that sounds affordable, only to be shocked by all the hidden extra fees.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to have like a $50 data plan, and next thing I know, I might have like an extra $100 on my bill every month.
Sound familiar?
Stephanie York and Elizabeth Rogers can't even figure out what they're being charged for.
I just pay it every month because I have to.
I think it's ridiculous. Mine's always over $100, and it's just my own individual plan, and I hate it.
A new survey by the website cheapism.com says unexpected fees can add another 20% to your bill. Among them, state and local taxes, the Universal Service Fund, 411 directory assistance fees, and new phone activation and upgrade fees, which can be $60 or more. And don't go over on your data plan. That's another $15 on most carriers, as Bart Vanderzee knows too well.
It's getting out of control. The data usage stuff drives me nuts.
But Cheapism compared rates and found that T-Mobile is the low-price winner with the fewest hidden fees. There's no charge for activating or upgrading. Verizon is next cheapest for upgrading and activation, though Cheapism says it has the highest early
gel in my hair.
fee. AT&T and Sprint have the highest upgrade and activation fees, but Sprint gets a pass because it still offers unlimited data. Perhaps the biggest sneaky fee of all, international roaming charges. Check with your carrier before you travel out of the country. The bottom line, don't expect to pay $75 a month for your $75 smartphone. That way you don't waste your money. I'm John Meadows.
We are only 3 months away from Christmas, and one local school is given a chance to test some toys that you might find under the Christmas tree this year.
More than that.
The Goddard School in Brownsburg is one of 37 Goddard schools across the country putting the toys to the test. Teachers observe and document how the toys rate with the children. The toys are judged on how they inspire creativity and support learning.
Oh, I thought you saw like my hair. Like you can't see, can you?
The 10 list will be announced.
And it gives parents the opportunity to know what kind of toys their kids like that are educational and not just the newest item that's on the shelves.
Some well-known toy brands participating in the study are Fat Brain Toys, Alex Toys, and Green Toys. The National Toy Hall of Fame is getting ready to induct its class of 2013 among the top 12 finalists. The board game Clue, My Little Pony, the Pac-Man video game, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Rubber Duck. A national selection committee will vote on which two will take the place alongside last year's winners, Dominoes and Star Wars action figures. The new picks will be enshrined at the Hall of Fame Museum in Rochester, New York, November 7th.
It's gotta be enough.
The Weather Now Camera Network, powered by Mr. Quick and Trey.
And taking a live look from the Weather Now camera from the IMS facility. Not too bad on this first day of October, Kevin.
You think if we turn that camera into a toy and the kids could control it, zoom in, zoom out, zoom, west or east, they'd love it. Vertigo. Look away, kids. Sit and spin. My favorite toy. Remember that?
Yes, I do. I had one of those.
I can't believe you ever had one here. You had to for that.
No, I wasn't old.
I mean, tall.
My favorite thing to do, those plastic wheels after you spin them for a while, when you did get you before, and then you would just wear a hole. They're cost everything. Let me show you what happened over the last 4 hours. That's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We put it in motion. We don't have time to watch it all day long, but you get the idea. We get to see the tug of war between clouds and sunshine, and sunshine wins out.
Must
As we
be
go toward
allergic
the
to it,
evening
'cause it's
hours,
not in your
help
eye.
boost our temperatures. We're now in the upper 70s. Just so you know, those clouds, the
I
base,
wanna look up because it'll get
about
on
3
the
to
whites of
4
your
thousand
eyes.
feet above ground level. A lot of clouds, no rain. That will change, though. Our first opportunity for rain comes during the day tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll still have a chance for rain. Temperatures, even to the north, starting to warm up. Welcome to the mid-70s. To Peru, Marion, that's 73. Other temperatures where you've had sunshine a little longer. Look at that along the Wabash River. 78 in Attica and Williamsport. 77 in Crawfordsville. 76 in Brownsburg. We slide to the south. No 80-degree temperatures, but we were oh so close. Just getting sunshine an hour